Hey, this is Diane Lee from Teach Pre-K. In this video, I'm going to show you how to assess 4 basic math skills for preschool and pre-K with one activity. All you need is Unifix cubes. Hi, this is Diane Lee from Teach Pre-K, and I am going to show you and talk about how I cover 4 areas of an assessment with one activity. Therefore, cutting the time I need to assess kids not even in half by 75% for patterning, one-to-one correspondence, fine motor skills, and if the kids know that adding one more means going to the next consecutive number. So how I do that is with Unifix cubes, which are great for patterning and great for fine motor skills development and to kind of see where the kids are with that fine motor skill development. So right here, I've got 3 colors because the highest pattern I'm going to do, the highest level is going to be an ABC pattern. And I will most likely only do that with my pre-K 4-5s. My preschool 3-4s, if we can do an AB pattern, I'm excited. I think that's great for the kids. I don't push them very much further past that unless they're super confident with that AB pattern. But let me show you how I do it. I will have the child's name on a notepad and I will just write down the different patterns. I actually have it on my assessment sheets, and I've got my preschool and pre-K cognitive assessment on Teachers Pay Teachers, and I'll put a link to that because it's all done for you. It's super easy. I've taken years of assessments that I used to do and cut them way down so I'm covering basic skills, but it's not overwhelming for me or for the kids. So what I'll do is I will start with making a simple AB pattern. And I'll tell the kids that we are doing a pattern challenge with these Unifix cubes. Now the kids have done activities throughout the year using our Unifix cubes, so I know that they know how to play with these. They know what to do. They know how to put them together. I'm just going to watch and see how well they do it, how strong their little hands are, how they're gripping the Unifix cubes, how hard it is to kind of fit them together, and that's assessing their fine motor skills. If I start with a simple pattern, my AB pattern, repeated twice, that is an easy way to show them that it's a pattern and see if they can keep the pattern going. Notice I've only got 3 colors of blocks, which is already going to help them. I'm not in this for gotcha. I'm in this for helping them, teaching them, and seeing what they know. So I'm not wanting to trip them up. I want to make this as simple as possible because they are learning through play, and it's more important to me that they feel good about what they're doing than anything else. I want them to love school. So I'll hand them this and I'll watch them as they reach for a block. Some of them might grab the blue because the blue's a different color and it's pretty and it makes it more of a variety. And I'm like, whoa, that is a really cool pattern you made. And I'll stop them there and I'll say, let's count how many blocks we have. And I'll tap, I'll say, I tap, you count. Or I have them just count. If I know they're on a lower level, I will tap and have them count and see how they do. If they understand that as I tap a color, we're going to say a different number. A lot of these kids are great at rote counting, but they don't understand that when they're counting, this means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 blocks. So I'm seeing if they get that. If I know they have it, great. If they don't, I'm done. I'm done. They're done. I'm going to have them take this apart because obviously they didn't know how to do an AB pattern, and they can maybe count to 4. I've got as high as they can count. I've recorded how they put this Unifix cube onto the other one. I might let them sit and play and Then we'll count some more, and maybe I'll just count with them. So I'm teaching them counting as I go. And I just kind of keep watching how they're using their fine motor skills. So, done, right? Easy. I've assessed 4 skills. I know that they can count to 4, that they don't know how to do an AB pattern, so I'm not going to go to an ABB, and I'm not going to go to an AABB or an ABC, because I know where their limit is. So I'm done, right? Easy. I've assessed all those 4 things. So if they do understand what my pattern is here, and they continue it, I'll watch them. If I know that they're a pretty good counter, and I know from doing other centers with them that they've got pretty good one-to-one correspondence, I might let them take it out this many blocks. So I'll say, great pattern, you've got that yellow, red down. Can you count and tell me how many this is? Now remember, I've also been watching how they put the blocks on and making notes about their fine motor skills. So at this point, I'll see if they count by touching, count by sight, or if they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because sometimes they will do that. And I'll know, okay, they got to 6 or they got to 5. And I'll write that down. There's my limit. But they did this pattern. So I'm going to say, all right, great. Let's go further. And I'll say, are you ready for the pattern challenge number 2, the second level? They love like leveling up. They know that from doing computer games. So I will do an ABB pattern. And I'll go, see, this is yellow, red, red. Yellow, red, red. What comes next? Again, I watch. If they grab the blue, I stop them. We do some counting because maybe they're going to count better. And I'll let them add more. And we'll count from there. But if they keep going with the pattern, I'm like, great. They've got AB pattern and they have got the ABB pattern. I have them count maybe further than they did the time before. And if they count all these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, with full confidence, I'll say, okay, 9. Add one more and tell me what you think we have. And some of them will just say 10. Some will count again. So I am seeing how their fine motor skills are, if they understand this pattern, and if they know adding one more makes the next consecutive number, and if they understand 1 to 1 correspondence, that each thing they count, we say a consecutive number, and the numbers get bigger and bigger on the way. Okay, so now I have a child that has done an AB pattern, an ABB pattern, and I'm gonna go to our next challenge because, oh my gosh, they are so smart and they know everything, right? So I will take this pattern to an AABB and I'll do the same thing. So we've got yellow, yellow, red, red, yellow, yellow, red, red. And I'll see, can you do this level of the pattern challenge? If I've already gotten to 10 with a pre-K child and I know they can count all those things, I'm done. I know they've got 1-to-1 correspondence to 10. Now I'm just working on patterning. And I want to see if they understand this pattern. So maybe we'll count some more. And maybe we won't. Because I'm going to go, okay, they've got that AB pattern. They've got the ABB pattern. They've got AABB pattern. They've counted to 10. They know what 1-to-1 correspondence is. We did the part where we added one more block and they understood that if we had 9 blocks, we put one more on, we have 10. I've already covered those things. So now I'm going to go to the next level of patterns, which is going to be my ABC pattern. With 3 and 4-year-olds, unless they are super genius, I probably will stop at AB unless they do that one so confidently. I'll try the ABB and I'll see where they are. I won't keep going with patterns or counting unless they do it with absolute confidence and successfully. Because this is not an exercise in frustration. I just want to know what they know on that particular day. So I can record it, it's part of their assessment. I'm going to know what I need to work on with that child from that day forward. I can tell their parents where they are and their parents what they can work on with their child from that day forward. So it's usually only with my pre-K kids that I will go to an ABC pattern. And I'll be like, whoa, this one is so challenging. Can you do this pattern? It is a yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, blue. What comes next? Some of them are going to put a blue. And a lot of times I will record what they're doing and just say, you know, they kind of got it and kind of didn't get it. But then some of them will go, that's easy. They love making patterns. If they are good at it, they love showing you how easy it is. They're probably better at it than I am, as you can tell. So I just want to see that they can keep this ABC pattern going, and then I can mark that they've got that, and assessment is done. So the more they know, the longer this 4-part assessment is going to be. But it's one activity, 4 skills being assessed, gets so much over with. And also they get to play with the blocks, they get to play with colors, they get to show you what they know, and they really, really like it. Hopefully I'll have some more assessment tips, maybe in some shorts. I've been trying to record one a day, but I will leave a link to my assessment from Teachers Pay Teachers, which I absolutely love. I have done so many assessments through the years, and I finally wrote my own, which makes the most sense to me and has been the most effective for my record keeping and for getting the kids ready for kindergarten. So if you have any comments, please leave one or give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks so much for watching.